Hello, I'm Ben Dota, and I wanted to do a quick little guide on Razor. Just a heads up, this is your typical Bloodstone Razor build that you've been seeing in the meta. The reason I wanted to do this guide is because I've seen a lot of players still just super confused by what to buy, what to skill, what to do with the hero. Even in the Immortal 6K bracket, I still see the wrong builds. So I just wanted to, kind of make it very clear to people. If you know what to do with the Razor, you've seen the Bloodstone build, you know what to buy, you know how to disassemble the pieces, go ahead and just skip this guide. It's pretty, I didn't create this guide. I'm just following the meta right now. Recently, I got to 6K MMR. I'm a game off right now, but I hit it last night, 6,020 MMR. Sorry for the lack of videos, guys. I've been just kind of grinding MMR. Here's my 11. I'm getting more than a full page a day. Probably gonna come out with a Viper video as well in the next few days. Been having a lot of success with him. But here's some Razors and some Vipers in there. But let's get back to the build. So Razor right now is a very strong hero because of the changes to Bloodstone. So I'm going to hop in a demo mode here and kind of show you what to build, the item timings, why it's strong. So starting from the laning phase, you're going to want to buy a Wraith Band and Tangos. This is pretty standard. The only other kind of variable I've seen to it is the pieces and a double branch. You can also go this route. Most people will just get the Wraith Band because of the nice armor, a little bit of attack speed. So 90% of games I'll start with that. This patch I am like 58% win rate with Razor. I had probably 4 or 5 griefer games where I was playing Razor where the game was over at just 5 minutes. So realistically, it's probably like 70% win rate with this build, because it's very, very OP. You'll see why if you don't know so already. So this is what you start out with. Then, depending on how the lane is going, if you have kill potential and you're doing well in the lane, I'll go boots next so that you can have some kill potential. If it's a melee P1 that you're playing against, you go static link, right? So you'll link them up in the lane, steal some damage, and then really last out hit them and deny them to get the lane advantage going. After that, you're going to get your Q. So you max your plasma field and static link first, skipping storm surge completely. So you go here, second point, and then, of course, if it's a range carry, you're going to max this. We're going to level up. So it's going to look something like this. If it's a range, for example. And then level 6, of course, you're going to get this. Here. So this will be your build at level 9 right here. So before we jump too far ahead, let's start with the items. So the typical item timings are Wraith Band, brown boots. After this, you'll go stick, or your full magic wand. And this is where the build I see a lot of confusion on. So yes, you're going to go for a shard and a bloodstone. However, there are builds that you use to make yourself stronger as you get to those items. So the first one is going to be arcane boots. Now, this will be used so you can spam your spells, last hit, jungle a little bit easier, push the P1 out of the lane so that you can take the tower. The next will be a Vanguard. So you don't see Vanguard on range heroes a lot. This is obviously so you can just be a powerhouse in lane. You can tank some tower shots if you need to dive. Just a really strong, nice regen item. Also, it makes jungling and tanking creeps a lot easier. And that is very important because after this, your next item is you're going to save for shard. So typically, I will get all these items before 15 minutes. I'll be waiting for the shard purchase at 15 minutes. So the next, basically so why this is good is because this helps you farm. So you're going to be, let's get some enemies here. So for those of you who don't know, any targeted spell against Razor will zap you for 175. Then if there's auto attacks, 18% of those auto attacks on you get lightning strike for 175 as well. So here we have the Shard, Vanguard, and some enemies here. So once we get the Shard, we're going to have this. And we're going to get the... We'll cover those later. But the reason the Shard is strong is because there's an 18% chance of when you get attacked to have a lightning strike go off. And then there's a 100% chance if you get targeted with a spell. So we'll max up this guy. So I targeted a spell onto Razor, and it hits this guy for 175. That's for all targeted spells. So the nice thing also about going the Vanguard build first is that you can jungle very easily with it, right? So you're tanking the creep hits, and there's an 18% chance that they get zapped when they attack you. So typically I'll have these items and Shard by like right when the... or I'll probably ahead. I'm waiting for the Shard purchase to come out. Then this is where the most confusing part is that these items translate into the Bloodstone. So do you see the Vitality booster and the Energy booster here? So when you're ready to buy it, you're going to get this next. And what I do is I buy the recipe and I fly it out to the secret shop. And I'm basically waiting for my courier at the secret shop with this item to buy the point booster. Then we fly those over and you disassemble this, unlock, and there's your Bloodstone. So this, if you're having a good game, will be like 16, 17 minutes for all the items I have here, including the Shard. From here, so this is when you start fighting. You really don't want to fight. You can fight once you have the Shard, but the build needs time and farm. Razor as a P3 prior to like 15 minutes is not a very strong hero. So from here, items that complement the build. So this is a spell lifesteal build where you want to be doing magic damage. So what you do next is you turn this into the hood. And then from here, it's the Eternal Shroud. So this gives you even more spell lifesteal. This is 20% and this is 30%. So the idea is that when you are being attacked, so here's level 30, we'll say. These guys, we're going to buy them hearts. Hopefully they don't destroy me. Okay, so we're getting attacked, right? We're going to ulti, link up on one of them, hit the Bloodstone, and you're basically going to go full HP. Okay. Stop. Chill, Razor. So you're going to want to basically hit the Bloodstone. Usually I pop this as I go in as a fight starting. But you're going to want to pop the Bloodstone when you're at about 50% HP. Just so you don't get bursted down, but you start, getting that HP back. From here, I go bots. So we can gank all lanes, be active on the map, push out lanes, etc. Then I see a lot of different things on this. If you are crushing the game at this point, sometimes I'll pick up an Ags just so you can start doing a ton of building damage. Really start to rip through the buildings. If you're still kind of in that fight mode where the game's even, Sheepstick is awesome. it really allows you to get on top of the enemy carry or mid, get your full set of spells off and sheep them so they can't do anything, and then just get off tons and tons of damage. Then from there, I've seen a couple different things. Usually the game doesn't really go past that. If so, you got your Ags. And you don't need BKB with this build. Refresher's okay. The cool that you're not going BKB, so you don't really need a refresher. This has only a minute cooldown. If you have to get on top of people, I'll see a blink dagger sometimes. Other than that, it's kind of just goes game to game on what you buy as your kind of 5th and 6th luxury item. Okay, so let's talk about talents real quick. Razor has really cool talents. Some of them are for the P1 position 1 carry Razor build. We're not going to get into that. I have another video on that where I kind of play P1 Razor. The P3 lifesteal build, you're going to want to go for the plasma field damage. This really complements well with the level 25 where you get a second plasma field. Then you're going to go, these are pretty even win rates right now. This depends on if I'm ahead or if I'm kind of losing lane, which typically doesn't happen, but it happens, sometimes I'll have to grab. So if you're losing lane, I'll grab the 14 strength. You just kind of need to beef up a little bit. If I am winning and being aggressive, I'll get the static link steal damage. So we'll go over here next. Next is this one, 21% move speed surge. So right now you can see I'm sitting at 458. This puts you up to 536. You're basically hasted. You're a little bit off haste move speed running around the map. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. You're chasing power and escape power. Pretty insane. Next, you go the second plasma field. This basically just doubles your lifesteal, your spell lifesteal on this spell. So you can see it here. So it doubles the damage of your plasma field. Here you can see the stats on it. So yeah, that's basically my Razor games that I've been playing. I used to first phase pick Razor, and I'd get a P4, like, doesn't really mesh with it. I got, like, one of the games, I got a Coddle, where he would just kind of blast the waves, not really enable me to get my static link off and get a kill. It was kind of just a very boring, not very cohesive lane. So I've resorted to, I also, when I first phased it, people are starting to figure out the counter. So you're not going to want to play against a sniper or a drow or any like heavy right click hero that doesn't need to cast a lot of spells. So I've had trouble with some Sven sometimes where they just burst you down through physical right clicks. So I'm basically second picking this hero now. So if he slips through to second phase, then I'll grab him 100% of the time. I don't care who I'm playing against, because the enemy typically will pick their P3 and P4 in the second round phase. So they're not going to see the Razor coming, or they'll have less ways to deal with them. But yeah, here's like my most recent game. This game I went Shivas instead of the Sheepstick, and that was because I was playing against illusion based Terrorblade. Needed some armor, a way to slow down the attacks of the illusions, also corrosive haze from Slaughter. But yeah, that is how you play Razor in the meta. So I would suggest grinding this hero out if you can until they change Bloodstone. I don't think they'll change Razor. I think they're gonna do some tweaks to Bloodstone, because Razor was more of a P1 where you go, this phase Falcon Blade, BKB refresher as P1, and now he's turned into just a Bloodstone lifesteal hero. Without really any changes to Razor himself. It was just the changes to Bloodstone. So go get some free MMR until they change it. If you want to know how to beat Razor, pick Sniper, Drow, Sven, any kind of huge right-click hero. Not OD. OD is awful against him. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching, guys.